welcome to this 10 to 15 minute Vinyasa feel good flowing class. If you have a block, go ahead and just have it at the top of your mat for today. And if you don't have a block, that's okay. It's just it's a little easier to do this class with a block, but it's not the end of the world if you don't have one. So go ahead, take a comfortable seat and let your eyes close. Take a deep inhale through your nose. And exhale through your mouth. Inhale through your nose. And exhale through your mouth. Take another deep breath in. And exhale everything out. Slowly let your eyes open. And then if you're sitting on any props, just go ahead and slide them out of the way. And make your way out onto your hands and knees. And just start to move through a few rounds of cat-cow, inhaling to lift your chest, drop your belly. Exhale, press the floor away from you around your spine. Inhale, lift your chest, drop your belly. Exhale, press the floor away from you around your spine. Inhale, lift your chest, find a back bend, lift your tailbone. Exhale, press the floor away from you, round your spine, and bring your tailbone in. And then just start to move through some hip circles, just getting a little bit more through the pelvis and through the spine. You can kind of move through those cat-cow shapes here. And then start to go the other direction, finding a little bit of fluid movement through your hips and through your spine at the same time. And then just start to come back through center. Bring your big toes together to touch. Widen your knees out towards the edges of your mat. Bring your butt all the way back down towards your heels and come into a child's pose. Drop your head and stretch your arms forwards. Press your hands down and away from you so that your butt draws a little bit further back and it feels like you're rooting into your legs a little bit more instead of lifting into the front of your body. Think of pressing yourself back so the weight is back in your hips and in your legs. And take a deep inhale here. And exhale everything out. Do that one more time. Take a deep breath in. And exhale everything out. Lift yourself back up onto your hands and knees. And then from here, you're just going to reach your right arm out to the side. Thread your right arm underneath your left to bring your head and your shoulder down. Now, if you're somewhere like here, you can take a block or a blanket or a pillow and slide that underneath your head and just think of bringing the ground a little bit closer towards you. From here, you're just going to bend your left elbow so that it's pointed towards the ceiling. Your hand stays on the ground. Turn your left fingertips away from your face. And then press down and away from you and lean back towards your right shoulder. I like to cross my ankles here, but you do not have to do that if that doesn't feel good. As you're leaning back, really reach that right arm away from you and think of turning your chest towards the ceiling. So there's a little bit of a twist here. And then start to lift yourself all the way back up through center. And then reach your left arm out to the side. Thread your left arm underneath your right. Bring your head and your shoulder to the ground. Bend your right elbow so that it's pointing up towards the ceiling, but keep that right hand on the ground. Turn your right fingertips to face away from you, and then press down and away from you and lean back towards your left shoulder. And again, if you crossed your ankles on the other side, you can do that here. As you're leaning back, really reach your left arm away from you and think of turning your chest towards the ceiling. Good. And then lift yourself all the way back up through center. And from here, tuck your toes under, lift your hips up and back, come into downward facing dog. Press your chest towards your thighs, again, so that the weight is more in your legs than in the front of your body. You don't want to feel like you're in a plank pose, right? You want to feel like your shoulders are moving away from your wrists and you're pressing everything back into your legs. And then from here, just bend one knee at a time, pedal through your feet, wake up the backs of your legs, wake up your calves. And on your inhale, lift your right leg up. As you exhale, step your foot between your hands. Bring your back knee to the ground. Untuck your toes. Lift your arms up towards the ceiling. Take another breath in here. As you exhale, bring your hands to the ground or to blocks and straighten through your front leg. Take another inhale and an exhale. Start to rebend your front knee. Inhale, lift your arms back up into that Anjaneyasana. And then as you exhale, bring your hands to the ground, straighten through your front leg. One more time like that. Inhale, let your hips lean forwards, rebend your knee, lift your arms. Exhale, bring your hands to the ground, straighten through your front leg. Start to rebend your front knee. Tuck your back toes under, pick up your back knee, and step back into downward facing dog. Inhale forwards into plank pose. Exhale, lower all the way to the ground. You can always bring your knees down for that. Untuck your toes. Slide your shoulder blades in and down your back away from your ears. It feels like you're pinching through those shoulders. And then lift your chest up into cobra pose. Root your legs down. Keep your shoulders away from your ears. Good. Come all the way down as you exhale. Downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg. Exhale, step your foot between your hands. Bring your back knee to the ground. Untuck your toes, lift your arms. Lean your hips forwards. Take a breath in here. As you exhale, touch your hands to the ground, straighten through your front leg and fold. Again, if the ground feels a little bit too far or if it feels like this is too much of a stretch, take blocks underneath your hands. Take another breath in and another breath out. Inhale, bend your front knee, lean your hips forwards, lift your arms up, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, bring your hands to the ground, straighten through your front leg. Inhale, bend your front knee, lean your hips forwards, lift your arms up. Exhale, touch your hands to the ground, straighten through your front leg. Start to rebend your front knee. Tuck your back toes under, pick up your back knee, and step back into downward facing dog. Inhale forwards into plank pose. Exhale, lower all the way down. Cobra pose. Press the tops of your feet down, lift your chest. Come all the way down as you exhale. Downward facing dog. From here, start to walk your feet forwards to the front of your mat. Inhale and lift your arms out and up. Exhale, fold forwards. Bend your knees enough to plant your palms, and you're just going to either step or take a little hop to the back of your mat, and you're going to land with bent knees in down dog. So you'll just lean a little onto your hands and either step or hop and land in those bent knees. Inhale, lift your right leg. Exhale, step your foot between your hands. Inhale, lift your right arm up, take a twist. Exhale your right hand to the ground, straighten through your front leg and fold. If the ground is a little too far, grab blocks underneath your hands. You can also always take stacks of books and lift yourself up a little bit. You just want something to bring the ground a little closer towards you. Good. Start to rebend your front knee. Spin your back heel down so that your toes are pointed towards the left. From here, if you have a block, keep it underneath your right hand. Straighten through your front leg. Lift your left arm up into triangle pose. If you're not using a block, you can bring your hand to your shin, and that'll work just fine. I like to use a block in triangle. Good. From here, press into that back heel. Let the left side of your chest open. And start to reach your left arm over your ear. Touch your hands down around your front foot. Step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg. Exhale, step your foot between your hands. Inhale, lift your left arm up into a twist. Exhale, bring your hands to the ground, straighten through that front leg. Again, grab blocks underneath your hands if the ground is too far away, if it's too much of a stretch. Start to rebend your front knee. Spin your back foot down so that your back toes are facing the right. If you're using a block, keep it under your left hand. If you're not, you can grab your left shin with your left hand. And then from here, you're just gonna pull your hips back to straighten through that front leg into triangle pose. Lift your right arm up. Press into your back heel so it feels almost like you're rooting through that whole right side. And then let the right side of your chest just open up. Bring your hands to the ground around your front foot. Step back into downward facing dog. If you'd like, you can come through a vinyasa, inhaling forwards into plank pose. Either go all the way down or go halfway down for chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath in and a breath out. Bring your knees to the ground. Walk your knees forwards, cross your shins, and just roll back behind your legs and take a seat. All right, from here, just come onto your backs. Have your knees bent. And then press into your heels. Lift your hips up, come into a bridge pose. You can hold the edges of your mat here, or if you want to snuggle your shoulders underneath you, see how I'm kind of moving side to side to get those shoulders in. Interlace your hands, pinch your shoulder blades together, lift your hips a little higher. Take another breath in, and then exhale, bring your seat to the ground. Bring your arms out into a T and just start to windshield wipe your legs from side to side. You can let your eyes close. And the next time they end up on the right, just drop them over. Take an easy twist on your back. Let your left shoulder stay on the ground. If your breath is a little erratic, just take deep inhales through your nose and exhale through your mouth. And slow your breath down. Bring your legs back through center and then drop them over towards the left. Again, keep that right shoulder on the ground. Let your eyes close. And take a deep inhale through your nose and exhale everything out. Bring your legs back through center. Take your right ankle, cross it over your left knee. Pick up that left leg and either hold your pant leg so that you're kind of pulling the leg in, or you can interlace your hands around that left thigh. Sometimes it's a little hard to reach behind that leg, so if that's the case, you can just kind of tug at your pant leg on that left leg. Pull your leg nice and close, press your right knee forwards, and you'll feel a nice big opening along that outer right hip. Take another breath in. And then as you exhale, just touch your feet to the ground. Take your left foot, cross it over your right knee. Pick up your right leg. Either hold your pant leg and kind of pull that pant leg towards you, or you can bring your hands behind your thigh, whatever is most comfortable for you. You want to just keep your head and your shoulders on the ground. So if you're up like this, try to like hold the leg of the pant instead so that you can just relax. Keep your left knee pressing forwards. And then step your feet to the ground. If your lower back bothers you at all in Shavasana, you can take a blanket and you can roll it up and slide it underneath your legs. Or you can take a pillow and put it underneath your legs, whatever makes you feel good laying on your back. If you've never done Shavasana before, this is the part of class where you lay here and do nothing. It's great. So you're just going to stretch your legs forwards. If you're using a prop underneath your thighs, just let your legs be heavy on that prop. Bring your arms to your sides or wherever is comfortable for you. And let your eyes close. And just start to relax. Put a little bit of space between your teeth and between your lips. And let your body just sink into your mat. Start to deepen your breath. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Start to bend your knees. And roll over to your side. And slowly make your way all the way up to sit. Hands together in front of your heart. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me for this free class. I hope you feel a little bit more stretched out, a little bit more in your body, out of your head. If you have any questions for me at all, feel free to send me an email, kateformanyoga@gmail.com. If you want more classes like this, check out everything else on my Namastream website. Just click shop or products in the right-hand corner of this video, and you'll see everything else from hips to twists, to back bends, to arm balances, to meditations. We got it all, so check it out. Have a good day.